Hi everybody, this is Tandy Gutierrez, founder of Mat&kitchen.com, and this is my weekly Wenomadwehappy vlog. So my family and I are traveling the world for the next 12 months. So my husband and my two young boys, and these are just like my journal entry, so to speak. What did we learn this week? What did we experience? There seems to be a really lovely response to them so far, so I'm just going to keep it really light and really casual and give you the recap. I'm currently hiding in my son's room, okay, in the apartment. The door's closed. It's quiet. It's a little nook. Felt a little safe and secluded, and it's been, an emotionally tiring week. So I'm hiding. That's what I'm doing right now. It may not be the prettiest location that you will see in one of these videos, but it'll get the job done today, and it's reality, okay? So what did I learn this week? Number one, we're just experiencing a major learning curve to homeschooling. Little backstory is that I did homeschool once before for 9 months in New York. The boys were clearly much younger. There were homeschooling groups. We would go to the park most days and lots of adventures and lots of museums and stuff, but we spoke the language and we'd lived there for quite a while already. So different scenario. I think if we talk to any other homeschooling parents, they go, oh yeah, the first year that we did it was cuckoo. So we fully expected and expect for it to just be a learning curve of trying to find our groove with it. So that's kind of twofold this week. Like, we're not on vacation anymore. We're no longer in transition. We're trying to really implement a homeschooling schedule so that Daddy and I can work still. We're swapping the days right now, so he has the boys half the day so I can work, and then I have the boys the other half of the day. We've now been on our adventure for 40 days and 40 nights, and so we finally hit our limit of being together, right? Everybody's angry and surly and a little sassy. I'm like, get out of my space, right? We're a very loving family, very chatty, very communicative, fiery for sure, but everybody hits their limit, right? And it's big transitions, and these are no small things, so duh. And we just handle them the best that we can and communicate and move on. So we had a twofold thing. Everybody kind of hit their limit, which I think is great that it took us that long to hit the limit, number one. And two, it was really the first official week of homeschooling, and so they're trying to adjust us as teachers, and us creating a schedule that benefits everybody in the house and really working as a team and being supportive and not overly draining so that we can still work and that the boys get something out of it and they still have playtime and balance, right? So we had, that mom had her ugly cry. Then the boys still kind of had a downslide this morning, a little bit of an explosion. And we talked through it a little bit, and then they left so that I could get some work done, and came back with a beautiful poster board of a chart, of how to monitor and how we can all be on the same page about good and bad decisions and when we're in school and when we're not in school, and it's not vacation, and when they can have screens or not screens, and life, right? So learning curve for homeschooling, which we fully expect to be experiencing that all year. Two, life is life wherever you go, right? Food, water, shelter. You've always got to get the basics done. Here, and in a city, when we were in New York, same thing. It is a little more energy expenditure to live in a city. There are literally 102 steps to our apartment door, and there is no elevator. We have a 5-year-old. So groceries and carrying them and getting them in, and how many times you got to get groceries and going in and out, it's just tiring. He needs more snacks. He needs more rest. So does mommy a little bit, maybe. Okay, so Sam, the youngest, and I are a little more introverted, need that down, quiet time, hence why I'm hiding in their room right now. But, life is life, and so you try to recover, you try to learn, you do your very best, and you move on, and clearly we chose this, so we're embracing it. What else did we learn this week? Okay, before we left, I read The Alchemist. Then Mateo read it, my husband read it, and then Milo wanted to read it, our 9-year-old. So that book, had this very special serendipitous spot to us. And it's very big on reading the omens. In general, that's how I am. I'm a highly intuitive person who really goes with your gut and your heart, even when I'm not sure if that's the right decision, but I just go, I can't not do that. That's what seems right to me. So The Alchemist was just a beautiful, launch for this adventure. And so it's all about reading the omens and what's in your path and what should you be reading or not reading. So I'm the mom of 2 little boys. Little boys like to pick up treasures and, knickknacks and smash bottle caps and bottle tops and sticks and a lot of rocks. So Milo found a snail shell this week. So we looked up the symbolism of snail shell. I'm big on animal symbolism anyhow. And again, of course, they carry their home on their back. So wherever they go, they're home, which is totally what we're doing this year. They also symbolize, enjoying life at a slower pace. This is definitely slowing us down in a beautiful way. Again, 102 steps to the door, that'll slow you down. Not understanding the language fluently and speedily enough, that will definitely slow you down. But again, in a beautiful way. It's hot here, the heat is really dry, slows me down for sure. More water, more cooling, more, pool time if we can get it. So I thought that was beautiful. The other thing about snail shells is that the swirl, symbol is more of an infinity universe kind of convergence, but they also symbolize abundance and things coming to fruition that you've been working on for a really long time. So again, really beautiful omen that, like, today is Mateo and my 10th anniversary, our wedding anniversary. And so we've been talking about trips like this or doing something like this for nearly 10 years since the very beginning. And so came to fruition, right? And so the snail shell was so lovely for the whole family this week. So we learned that life is life wherever you go. It takes us approximately 38 days to get sick of each other. There's definitely a learning curve for homeschooling. And then the last one, there's a couple different ones. We went to Google Campus to check out a spot to work. Mateo's been going there. It's awesome. I'm sure you'll hear more about that from me. Hydrogen peroxide, they don't really do. I burned my arm. They gave me some other wonder thing. So that was what we learned this week. Thank you for following the blogs. If you want to check out the boys writing the blog, also with these videos, it's Wenomadwehappy.com. If you want to work out with me, learn food and wellness with me, Mat&kitchen.com. Thanks. I'll see you next week.